Hello, this is Heather with Stamps Paper Love. Today I have a scrapbooking process video for you that I hope inspires you to tell your own stories. If you're interested in more scrapbooking inspiration, be sure to subscribe to my channel and follow the links in the video description to find me on Instagram and Facebook. Today I have a layout that is kind of a 2-for-1. It is using the brand new freebie collection by Traci Reed Designs called Tempest. And I will give you the details in the description of how to make this collection yours if you would so choose. It's also using a sketch from 30 Days of Sketches with Christy's Beautiful Life, Series 11. I think it's day 18 or 19, I'm not sure. So I will have to verify that and put it in the description. And the sketch is a sketch from Peacecraft Love. And love her name because it's kind of similar to the one that I used for my Instagram. So this collection from Traci is, I think, different than any other collection that I've used in a long time. It is more for situations and stories that are just not totally ideal. And so you can see on my title, it says, well, shit, it's broken. And the story is about my daughter's broken leg. And it was not obviously something that we were hoping to have to deal with, but nevertheless, life happens, you know. So the colors in this collection are really very pretty, kind of jewel tones, blues, purples. There's a orangey color in it, and just, you know, like I said, a lot of sentiments that are not what you would typically see in a collection where everything's the best day ever. I think Traci's tagline was "Not every day can be the best day ever," or something like that. So I'm kind of just loosely following the sketch a little bit. I've got my 3 photos and I'm clustering them together, and then I built my little title corner box that has a stamped title where it says it's broken, and then I've added some of the elements from the sticker set that Traci has to accent it. There's rainbows with clouds, and there's a little thing, little circle, I don't think I've added it yet, that says just UGG. There's another one that says this day needed a warning label, and a couple little circle elements and some elements from the digital kit that have some stitching on them. They're lost in the background a little bit, but I really liked having them to kind of layer up and make that layout be what I wanted it to be. So now I'm going to just attach the photos down, and on one of the photos of her leg kind of propped up, I've put it on a piece of paper that says life's not always sunshine and rainbows, and that is certainly true. My daughter who broke her leg, she at the time was in college, and she was a dance major. So, you know, a broken leg for most people is not the greatest thing, but for someone who is going to school to dance and to perform, this really set her back quite a bit. So she had to drop a couple of classes and retake them the next year. She was scheduled to be in a performance that they do every year, and she couldn't perform in that. She wasn't able to. So because of the boot and all of that, she had to have surgery and some screws and a plate implanted into her leg and all of that. So it just was really a hard experience for her as a young person trying to trying to work on, their goals and dreams and things like that. And so this was definitely a big, big setback. And the picture I'm attaching now, it's kind of hard to tell, but it actually is a picture of her and another friend that she danced with in high school who also had a broken ankle at that same time. So they had gone to an event and met up together and took a picture both with their broken ankles. So, um, again, 0 out of 10 would not recommend. Just added that little bit from the digital kit onto the cluster as well. And eventually, I'm going to add a card that has a quote from Rachel Green from Friends. And I don't remember. I mean, I remember when I watched the episode and saw it, and I'm not sure what the scenario was, but it just says, "Isn't that kick you in the crotch, spit on your neck, fantastic?" And it pretty much sums up the whole situation. And then I also added a tab that said I stamped on it with a little word stamp that says "total crap." And this definitely was that. And the little flag that I just attached up at the top corner there, that one says "this sucked." So just this collection really, really hits the mark when it comes to all these situations that you're not super crazy about having to deal with. And when Traci posted the collection to the team, I knew immediately that this was the story that I was going to document. Um, and then let's see what we've got left. I am going to go off camera for a little bit, and when I'm off camera, I do add some stamping because the sketch seems to have like the idea of mixed media behind the photos and on the background. So I added some stamping with a stamp set that's called Accents from the Inkblot shop, and it's just kind of messy, doodly stamps that I picked a variety of and added them on. And then I'm also, I think you see it at the end of this clip, I'm also going to take some geotag, like epoxy type elements, and they were green, and I wanted to make some raindrops to go under the clouds at the bottom of the photo block there. And so I took a marker, a permanent marker, I think it's Bic permanent markers is what I used, and I tested to see if I could color the geotag stickers, and it worked pretty well. So I'm rubbing them right now, and the ink is not coming off, so it dried up pretty well in a dark blue color similar to the color in the collection. And I'm actually going to trim a little bit off the edges of this purpley paper and put a cloud background on it too. So you'll see that in the next clip when it comes in. It's the last clip before the still shots is very short. I just recorded the layout a little bit after the things that I had done off camera. So most of the embellishing right now is pretty much done. There's the card that has the quote from Rachel Green in it, so I'm going to add that on there. I'm going to add on a couple other little bits and pieces from the sticker collection, and that's the sheet of epoxy things that had the little teardrop shapes on them, kind of. So I'm kind of going through my stuff to see if I have anything that would work better. I decide that I don't, so then I'm going to take a marker to these and color it in a little bit to make it work for this layout. So I don't know if you'll really see me do it on the camera or not. I'm kind of off camera right now for whatever reason. There they are. I colored a few and then I just let them sit on the sheet for a little while to make sure that they were going to dry up okay. So definitely modify your supplies to your liking. And this is where I come back on. The stamping has been done around the left side of the page. And what else have I added? Oh, I added that background blue trim around the edge of the layout. And there's also, I'll show you in a second, there's a second page where I did quite a bit of journaling. I took one of the pieces of paper from Traci's collection and journaled. It was kind of a piece of paper that had stripes on it, and it'll come up, but I don't think I leave it on for very long. So I put all the journaling on that from, the text that we got from her that said that she hurt her ankle and she couldn't drive herself home. We went and picked her up. Her dad had to carry her down some stairs to get her to the car, and we ended up going to the immediate care to have it checked out. I'm thinking, it's just a sprain, it'll be fine. And sure enough, they come back with the news that it is broken. Then there was a whole ordeal with getting an orthopedist appointment, and finally she had surgery, and so on and so forth. So lots of journaling. I may add some things at the bottom of that page. I'm not really sure what I want to do there. But thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it, and I hope you found some helpful hints or were able to get some inspiration from my layout. And definitely check out the free Tempest collection from Traci. Thank you. Until next time, have a great day.